All right, my buddy just drove through the night, got here early this morning, and we're gonna tear down his 99 KX250. We're gonna do a full rebuild on it. So yeah, stay tuned. We're just gonna get this sucker freshened up. It hasn't been touched for years, and so at least it's clean to start with, and we'll vapor hone it, all new bearings, new top and bottom. Yeah. All right, we pulled the head on this 250, and it doesn't look the best. We're gonna pull the cylinder and decide what to do, but there's a lot of deglazing on the top, and we'll see. Look at that reed. Ouch! All right, so we've been working on this 99 KX250. We pulled the motor apart. The cylinder was pretty done. Nickel seal was all gone, so we decided to send it out, and we're actually having a big bore kit put in it, so it's going to be a 295 when we're done. Instead of just doing the motor, we're going to do a whole frame off on it. So we're going to repowder coat the frame. The rear shock is going to Race Tech. The front forks have already been done with Race Tech gold valves, and so we're just probably going to put new seals in them. But new wheels and tires, all new bearings, and we're going to vapor hone everything that we can. New plastics and graphics, and it's going to look pretty sharp when it's done. We already started vapor honing a few parts. Like here's the carburetor that we started working on, and it cleans up so good. You know, the cases, this is before, and we'll show you what they look like when they're all broken down and cleaned up.
Time lapse? Oh, live? We're going live?
Live! It's live streaming right now.
Hey, what up, gang?
A little bit of smackage.
Just use the gun, hammer that thing on. That's how I do it. Woo!
Yeah, there was the pop.
Yeah, buddy.
There he goes.
Got it with my good hand. What? Helen. Gun. Use the gun. Use the gun.
This one I can say, yeah.
Keep going, but use the gun, man. Come on. Do it. It's exhilarating. That thing shoots off the bench, across the floor. It's awesome. There you go. She's down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, we're slowly making some progress on the KX250 build. We got that 99 KX250 completely torn down. This is everything that we took off of it. Here's the frame and swing arm. Those we're gonna sandblast, and they get powder coated, and new bearings in the headstock and new bearings in the swing arm. The motor's been vapor honed, and so we are still waiting on the cylinder to get back with the 295 kit and a few more bearings. But once those come back, we'll put the motor back together. And once these are coated, start putting these back together. And we got a few items that we're going to send up to Cerakote, brake calipers, the clutch cover, inner and outers are getting coated. And so it's going to look pretty sharp. We'll update on the KX250 build. We got the shock. So we got it resprung with the 5.6, and then we had a Race Tech gold valve put in it. So should make a big difference. The front forks are already done. We're just going to be doing seals and fluids on the forks. But yeah, can't wait to put this all together. All right, so this is my 90-gallon sandblaster, and a frame just barely fits in here with just a little bit of room to move around. You know, of course, it'd be nice to have a bigger one, but works pretty good for what it is. So here's what she looks like now. Let's blast her down. Get her ready. All right, so we blasted the KX250 frame. I just wiped it down with acetone. I'm gonna throw it in my powder coat oven over here. We're gonna bake it, pre-bake it, get it all the oils to burn off it, and then bring it out, and I'll do what's called a hot flock. And so we're gonna coat it with the Kawasaki green while it's warm still, but not super hot, and then slap it in and cure it. She looks pretty good, dude. All right, just pulled it out of the oven. Came out perfect. I love this color. This is Prismatic Powder's version of the Kawasaki green that you can get. Next step is we're gonna get that swing arm polished up and start reassembling everything. All right, so the frame and subframe we blasted and we've powder coated here at the shop, and now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start going through we plug all the holes when we powder coat, but now we're gonna go and chase all the threads, make sure that any powder that was there might not be a problem for when we put the bolts together. Got a mountain of parts over here that we're gonna slowly start assembling this thing. But yeah, it's a long process, but so today I started also on the radiators. So we took the original stock radiators and I vapor honed them first, and then I took them over to the prime wheel. It's one of these little red wheels, PRYME, and they shine up aluminum really well without damaging it. It's always a good idea to invest in some good thread chasers. This will just clean out all of the powder coat that might have gotten in there. Like, I use high temp silicone plugs to plug the holes, but they're tapered and sometimes stuff does get by. Now, when doing a ground-up build like this, you definitely can use your old hardware, and sometimes you have to, like depending on the age of the bike, just finding the right stuff. You can send it out, get it zinc coated. There are some kits you can do at home. But what we've done is we have ran a spec bolt. What I love about them is that they send you every bolt packed and labeled, separated, super organized, super handy. This is their nickel restoration kit. So it's every bolt that we're gonna need on this bike, brand new, and it's nickel and just gorgeous. So pretty awesome. All right, we're at a pretty cool stage right now. We got the frame completely powder coated, and I just finished up the swing arm. A lot of people don't realize actually how much effort it takes to get to this stage. I probably have 6 hours in the frame between prep and powder coat, and then another 3 hours on the swing arm. The swing arm was painted, and so I had to sandblast it, vapor hone it, and then gave it a light polish. Try not to give it too high of a sheen. We don't want it to be like a mirror. But it takes a lot of work to get to this. When you're doing a ground up build where every single bolt matters and every washer, every little bracket, every connector, has to be gone over. And we're not just buying new parts and putting it together. We're restoring a lot of the old stuff. A lot of stuff that you can't even buy anymore. So it takes time, but that's because we care, and it's gonna be a beautiful bike when we're finished. I am so excited that we're actually at the stage to where I get to start bolting things back together. All right, I've been working on this swing arm now today. It started out, it was painted, had a silver paint on it from the factory. And so first thing we did is we threw it in the sandblaster and I blasted it, got all the paint off of it. And then I took it to the vapor hone and we polished it. We're not trying to get a mirror finish on this thing, but we want it to look really sharp. And so after that, now I've been working on it using a combination of the prime wheel. I got some Fitz's aluminum polish, and I got some some Wizards metal polish. And so let me show you what I did. So first thing I did is I took the prime wheel to it, and this is what it looks like with just the prime wheel. It gives it a nice satin finish, but you can see the discolorations still that are uneven. So I was trying to get rid of that a little bit. So then I ran some Fitz's polish on it, did 2 coats of that, and with the Fitz, I just rub it on with a blue shop towel and then wipe it off real good. And each towel, you can see even after all that cleaning, this is what's still coming off when you put that polish on it. And that's after sandblasting and vapor honing it. And so there's still oils in the metal. So did that twice, and then I just did a coat of the Wizards metal polish and then hit it with the prime wheel one more time. And I feel like we got it pretty good. Like we got a little touch up to do on the end there. You can kind of see that discoloration. But I think it's pretty much there. There's things that we can't get out, the scratches and stuff, but we can get the aluminum to at least be pretty uniform. And like I said, we're not trying to make this a mirrored finish. We're just trying to make it look really nice. We want it to be satin. And I'm leaving all of the truss and the pivot alone. Want that to have that, it has a different texture of aluminum here. And so I'm trying to make that difference greater. So this is more polished and this is more satin. Almost look like it's been hit by a needler. And so that's gonna give it a neat little look. You can see that difference right there. So we're polishing the welds to the flat and leaving the truss, the cast part alone. So yeah, so this side is pretty much done. And we're gonna I'll probably do one more pass on it. And this side I have not done the polish on yet, just the prime wheel. There's a definite difference you can tell just by looking at them. This side is definitely more satin than the polished side. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little bit of this is the Fitz metal polish. Spread a little bit out. And just taking a blue shop towel. Look at how much oils are still in this metal. I'm gonna spread this around, start working it in. Look at that, instantly, this sucker's already turning black. So we're gonna clean a lot of these oils out of the metal. I'm still kicking around whether or not I'm gonna put a layer of clear Cerakote over this, which will help protect the polish. It'll maintain that color, and it would be a matte clear. I'm already gonna be using it on the exhaust because we're running the Works DEP pipe. And they require maintenance to stay good, but the Cerakote, the clear that we're gonna put on it, will allow it to not have to be oiled all the time to stay looking fresh. and it's rated for all the heat. So pretty neat stuff. Gonna run over to the prime wheel. Alright, so this is after one hit with the prime and one hit with the fits. So we're gonna, let's compare it to the other side. So now we're gonna go hit it with a layer of the Wizards. Squeeze a bunch in here. And if I feel like this is too shiny at the end, I'm gonna hit it with some steel wool and dull up the finish a little bit. This is the kind of stuff that a lot of people they don't care about. They don't go to this length, you know. But this is the stuff I enjoy when you're doing a build. And you know when you're taking that extra time for every single little step, just to make it that much more special. That much more better. We're gonna go back to the prime wheel. I feel like it came out pretty sharp. Like I said, we're not going for a mirror finish. We want it to have a shiny satin finish. And so probably go over it one more time before we put some clear on it to maintain this. Then once we have the clear on it, then I'll press the bearings and throw it on the bike. But yeah, I'd say she's looking pretty good.